Ever wondered what goes into making your Patagonia jacket? We're about to show you. From the first design idea to the finished product, we'll take you through each step of how it's made. You'll see how raw materials become a jacket you can wear outdoors. We'll look at the careful work that goes into every part, from the first patterns to the last stitch. Picture a bustling room at Patagonia's design headquarters in California. Sketches cover the walls, fabric samples are everywhere, and designers huddle around computers. This is where every Patagonia jacket starts its journey. The designers begin by asking, what problems are we solving for our customers? It could be a lighter insulation for climbers, or a tougher shell for skiers. Whatever it is, they tackle it head on, using their experience and drive to innovate. The team digs into the latest fabric tech and materials. They work with textile experts, looking at everything from recycled polyester to plant-based insulation. Sketches turn into digital designs, and they make early prototypes for testing. In Patagonia's lab, designers put these prototypes through their paces. They check how tough, water-resistant, and breathable the fabrics are. They play with seam placement for better movement and try different insulation patterns. Every choice matters, balancing performance and practicality. Patagonia often creates its own materials and techniques. They might invent a new insulation or find a better way to seal seams. As the design develops, they send prototypes to their sponsored athletes, climbers, surfers, skiers, for real-world testing. This feedback often leads to more improvements. Throughout this process, designers team up with production staff to make sure their ideas can be made at scale. They think about every step of manufacturing, aiming for consistency in factories worldwide. After months of work, testing, and tweaking, the final jacket design is ready. It's a product that pushes the limits of outdoor gear. But there's still more to do. The design now moves from Patagonia's creative hub to the precise world of manufacturing. The next challenge, turning this carefully crafted idea into a real product for outdoor lovers around the world. Imagine a world where your recycled plastic bottles become the jacket you wear on your next mountain trip. This isn't make-believe. It's how Patagonia makes sustainable clothing a reality. Patagonia has been using recycled and eco-friendly materials for years, but getting enough of these materials for global production is tricky. They need to balance performance, sustainability, and availability. To do this, Patagonia works with innovative textile mills and factories worldwide, including Toray in Japan and select factories in Taiwan that share their values. One of Patagonia's go-to materials is recycled polyester. It starts as plastic bottles, which are cleaned, shredded, and melted into pellets. These pellets become fibers, then yarn, and finally, the fabric for many Patagonia jackets. This process cuts down on waste, saves resources, and reduces carbon emissions. These recycled materials work great too. Often, they're just as good as, or even better than, traditional materials. Recycled polyester, for example, insulates as well as new polyester and often handles moisture better. But the big difference is it's much better for the environment. Patagonia doesn't stop at recycled polyester. They're always looking for new eco-friendly materials and ways to make clothes. They're trying out plant-based insulation and new dyeing methods that use less water. Now Patagonia takes these sustainable materials and turns them into tough jackets that can handle whatever nature throws at them. This is where the magic happens in their manufacturing process. Step onto the factory floor and you'll see technology and skilled workers working together seamlessly. This is where Patagonia's carefully designed jackets start to take shape through a cutting process that's both precise and efficient. In Patagonia's partner factories, cutting is a key step in turning raw materials into jacket parts. They use computer-aided design (CAD) systems, which are advanced tools that allow for very precise pattern making and cutting. Picture a digital blueprint of each jacket piece, arranged to fit together perfectly. CAD technology doesn't just improve precision, it also helps reduce waste and boost efficiency. The system figures out the best way to arrange cutting patterns, using as much of the fabric as possible. This fits with Patagonia's goal of being environmentally friendly by wasting less material. The actual cutting is pretty impressive. Robotic cutting machines, guided by the CAD system, work quickly and accurately. They can cut through multiple layers of fabric at once, which really speeds things up. Skilled workers oversee the process, making sure everything goes smoothly. This precise cutting makes a big difference in the final product. When the pieces fit together perfectly during assembly, there's less chance of weak spots or inconsistencies. This is why Patagonia jackets are so durable and perform so well, something their customers count on. As the last fabric pieces are cut and sorted, excitement builds. These carefully cut parts are ready for the next step. With this high-tech cutting done, the real transformation is about to begin. Soon, these flat pieces will become 3D jackets tough enough to handle whatever nature throws at them. As we step into the stitching room, sewing machines hum rhythmically. Skilled workers guide fabric pieces with precise movements, turning flat materials into 3D jackets. This is where Patagonia's quality really shines. Stitching is key to making Patagonia jackets tough and functional. Every seam needs to hold up against harsh weather, from freezing winds to heavy rain. Patagonia uses different stitching methods for different parts of the jacket. They reinforce areas that get a lot of wear and tear, while using more flexible stitches in places where you need to move easily. The right stitch can make a big difference in how well a jacket performs outdoors. Patagonia has come up with some clever ways to make their jackets more waterproof and breathable. One cool trick is how they seal the seams. They use a special tape and stitching pattern that keeps water out but lets sweat escape. This means you stay dry from both the outside and the inside. By focusing on these stitching techniques, Patagonia makes jackets that last a long time. This fits with their goal of being eco-friendly. If your jacket lasts longer, you don't need to buy a new one as often. When the final stitch is done and the jacket is complete, you can see that Patagonia puts a lot of thought into every detail. But there's more to a great jacket than just the outside. Let's take a look at what makes these jackets so warm and comfy, even in the worst weather. Feel the warmth of a jacket that started as fluffy synthetic fibers. This is where Patagonia's innovative insulation shines, balancing warmth, weight, and environmental impact. Patagonia's synthetic insulation journey began in the 1980s, driven by the need for materials that work well when wet. This led to Plumafil, their latest breakthrough. It mimics down's structure but keeps you warm even when damp, making it great for unpredictable weather. Years of research went into creating this versatile insulation for outdoor lovers. Plumafil performs well in all sorts of conditions, so you can rely on it wherever your adventures take you. Patagonia also cares about the planet. Their jackets use lots of recycled materials. Take the thermal airshed jacket. It has an 87% recycled polyester shell and 100% recycled insulation. It's light, breathable, and perfect for active use in the cold, showing that recycled materials can perform just as well as new ones. For really cold places, there are the DAS jackets. These use recycled insulation that's light and easy to pack, but still super warm. These are great for long trips in freezing weather, when you need to stay toasty without carrying too much weight. Patagonia doesn't just talk the talk. They have experts check their materials to make sure they're using recycled fibers as promised. This way, you know you're getting what they say you are. So Patagonia's insulation isn't just about keeping you warm. It's about pushing what's possible with synthetic materials while being kind to the environment. But there's more to a great jacket than just what's inside. Next, we'll look at how Patagonia makes the outer layer both tough and eco-friendly. Imagine water droplets rolling off a jacket without leaving a trace. This isn't magic, it's Patagonia's advanced waterproofing at work. Their goal? Striking the perfect balance between keeping water out and letting your skin breathe. Patagonia starts by applying a special coating called Durable Water Repellent, DWR. This invisible layer makes water bead up and roll off the fabric. But Patagonia takes this a step further. They've teamed up with Tori, a Japanese textile company, to create eco-friendly DWR finishes that work just as well as the old stuff without harming the environment. To make sure their jackets can handle whatever nature throws at them, Patagonia puts them through the ringer. They simulate storms in labs and send athletes to test gear in extreme conditions. The result? Jackets that keep you dry without hurting the planet. But Patagonia knows staying dry is only half the battle. You also need to stay comfortable during high-intensity activities. That's why they carefully choose materials and use smart designs to let moisture escape while keeping the rain out. For Patagonia, weatherproofing is just one piece of the puzzle. They look at the big picture, considering how their choices impact the environment long term. This mindset shapes everything from where they get their materials to who they work with. Once the weatherproofing is done, Patagonia jackets aren't quite ready for action. They still need to pass strict quality checks and get a few final touches. What are these last steps that make Patagonia jackets stand out? That's what we'll explore next. Step into Patagonia's quality control lab, where jackets face tough tests. This is where the company's commitment to excellence shines. Patagonia's strict quality control process makes sure every jacket meets their high standards before reaching customers. Keeping quality consistent across global production isn't easy. Patagonia's quality director plays a key role with the power to veto new factories that don't meet their standards. This helps maintain the brand's reputation for excellence. In the quality control phase, jackets go through tests that mimic real-world conditions. These include water resistance and abrasion tests, pushing jackets to their limits to find any weaknesses. Patagonia uses a cloud-based platform called GT Nexus to work better with suppliers. This gives them real-time access to production data and quality metrics, making their supply chain and quality control more efficient. Interestingly, Patagonia also uses customer feedback to improve their products. They actively seek out and listen to customers' experiences, using this information to make their jackets even better. Jackets that don't pass quality control aren't thrown away. Instead, Patagonia often repurposes or recycles them, staying true to their commitment to sustainability. The result of all this careful quality control is impressive. While Patagonia doesn't share exact numbers, industry experts say their defect rate is very low compared to others. This focus on quality makes customers happy and supports Patagonia's goal of making long-lasting products. With quality assured, each jacket is ready for its final journey. But how does it get from the factory to outdoor enthusiasts around the world? That's what we'll explore next as we look at the last step in a Patagonia jacket's amazing journey. After passing quality control checks, a Patagonia jacket starts its journey to the customers. This part of the process balances fast delivery with environmental care, which Patagonia tackles using smart technology and careful planning. Patagonia uses advanced systems to track jackets from the factory to the customer. This helps them find the best shipping routes, avoid delays, and make smart choices that are both efficient and eco-friendly. Patagonia jackets often travel across oceans and continents. The company works with shipping partners to find the best ways to transport their products. They usually choose sea transport over air freight because it's better for the environment, even if it takes a bit longer. In North America, jackets go through Patagonia's Reno distribution center. This high-tech facility is the key to getting jackets to customers quickly and with less impact on the environment. Its central location helps reduce shipping times and carbon emissions across the continent. Patagonia is always looking for ways to be more sustainable in their shipping process. They're constantly trying new technologies and methods to lower their carbon footprint, which is already quite small for transportation. This might include using cleaner fuels or improving packaging to take up less space during shipping. Finally, a Patagonia jacket reaches its new owner, whether it's in a local store or delivered to someone's home. Each jacket comes with a story of how it was made and what the company stands for. But this isn't the end of the jacket's journey. It's just the start of its adventures with its new owner. And when the jacket is worn out, Patagonia's recycling and repair programs can give it a new life, showing their commitment to sustainability from start to finish. Patagonia's journey from concept to final product showcases innovation, sustainability, and craftsmanship. Their manufacturing process stands out for its focus on protecting the environment and taking care of workers. The company works hard to ensure fair wages for everyone in their supply chain, setting a high bar in the industry. The sustainable apparel market is growing fast, expected to reach $8.5 billion by 2025. Patagonia leads the way by constantly improving their sustainable manufacturing while keeping their products high quality. Patagonia's manufacturing process has some unique steps. They carefully pick eco-friendly materials, often using recycled fabrics or organic cotton. While dyeing their products, they use less water and fewer harmful chemicals. They also use cool techniques like sonic welding to cut down on waste during production. As buyers, we can support sustainable manufacturing by thinking about how our purchases affect the environment. When you put on a Patagonia jacket, you're supporting a company that cares about ethical manufacturing and protecting nature. You might want to check out Patagonia's Worn Wear program, which helps their products last longer through repairs and reuse. By making smart choices about our outdoor gear, we can help push for better manufacturing practices and a healthier planet.